we explore the latest in health across the country. I'm Erica Cardenas. The holidays can be a stressful time with family visits and the hustle and bustle of the season. So today we're talking about ways to help keep that stress at bay. But before we share those tips, let's take a look at what's coming up on the show. A dentist dedicated to helping children with their dental needs, and a community showing us the dangers of driving impaired, plus treatments for neuropathy. All that and more on Your Health. The holidays and stress go hand in hand, but with a few simple tips, you can weather the season in a Zen way. The holidays are supposed to be joyful, but it's easy for it to quickly become a burden. Dr. Shad Marvasti says you should focus on being with family and friends and not perfection.
We don't want to give ourselves unrealistic expectations, right? You're not going to have the perfect dinner, the perfect setup. And also, I think there's a lot of financial pressure, right, in terms of gift giving and doing all sorts of things, to really throw together the best celebration ever. And so if we can take off some of that stress by finding ways to cultivate healthy habits and change our perspective and our expectations, then we can go a long way to reducing that stress and really getting through the holidays in the best way possible.
Dr. Marvasti said stress associated with the holidays can cause depression, impact our sleep, and cause us to give up our healthy eating habits.
People tend to overindulge, so if we eat too much, we tend to also have more of the sugary snacks and things like that. So someone who has pre-diabetic, I've seen patients go from pre-diabetes to full-out diabetes. People will gain a few pounds. We also have this concept of holiday heart. If people overindulge in things like alcohol, where they can cause an arrhythmia and they end up in the emergency rooms.
In order to avoid holiday health pitfalls, the doctor says indulging a little is okay, but to plan an outdoor activity with your family like hiking or yoga, and go shopping for healthy foods and cook as a family. And if the holiday party buffet is your stress trigger, try to reach for whole foods.
Adding a serving of whole vegetables and fruits is always going to lead to boosting our immunity. Fermented foods are also good, like yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut. All those also help to boost our immunity, especially in the winter months when we have more of a cold and flu seasons.
If the holidays are a sad time for you, reach out if you feel lonely, or seek out community, religious, or social events that can offer support. Volunteering your time can also help others while lifting your spirits. Dr. Marvasti says no matter the time of the year, one thing to always keep in mind is self-care.
One quick takeaway is to take personal time for yourself. Every single person should do that, whether it's quietly sitting down and focusing on your breathing, going for a walk, if you're into meditation, doing that, if you're into biking, if you're into yoga, whatever you're into that kind of is your Zen moment of peace, making sure you carve that out and set those boundaries is really important. And sometimes, just as important as the activities is also the rest. Because a lot of times we don't take any time to rest. We don't take any time for ourselves, so you don't process things, you get overwhelmed, and we really need to take that space, that sacred space. It needs to be there for each individual, and encourage everyone in your family to do that too, so everybody can be happy and healthy for the holidays.
Going to the dentist can be scary for kids, but not when your dentist specializes in pediatric dentistry. It's their goal to start children off right when it comes to dental health.
Here at our office, we have a very kid-friendly atmosphere. Video games, pirate ship, mainly and stuff to ease the child as they walk in the office. To get their mind off of basically the actual appointment. Make it a fun, friendly place for them to visit and actually enjoy the dentistry part of it. As we bring them in the back, we make sure that they are comfortable in every way. And we like to enjoy having fun with them. Here we also serve all of the child's dental needs.
Depending on the age of your child, for the first dental visit, usually we'll just do an exam and we'll talk about certain things like diet habits, oral hygiene practices, things like that. Show them around the office, show them dental tools, just make them kind of comfortable and used to it. And when you bring your child every 6 months, they're going to get used to things that we're doing here, and you're going to notice them become more comfortable and more confident.
So here at Quest, we provide a multitude of orthodontic services, one of those which includes traditional metal braces. We also provide ceramic or clear braces, as well as clear aligners.
What's so unique about pediatric dentistry is that we have the chance to teach and educate families and children about prevention, what is beneficial oral hygiene practices, and how diet can play a role in dental disease.
We definitely recommend choosing a pediatric dentist for your children, just as you would choose a pediatrician for your child for their regular doctor's visits.
We're going to educate the parent and the child on brushing, hygiene, foods that are good for the teeth, foods that are bad for the teeth, all of those things. What sets us apart, we take care of every child as if they were our own, but more importantly, we also take care of the parent. And what I mean by that is to put them at ease and to make everything as easy as possible for them when they bring their children to us.
We treat each child as our own, and we have fun day in and day out using different behavioral guidance techniques in order to help alleviate or eliminate any fear or anxiety that our patients may present with.
I enjoy watching my patients' smiles transform and the confidence that it instills in them. A beautiful smile can make you feel empowered and confident.
I truly feel like our office is set apart from the rest. The compassion that the doctors have, and not only the doctors but our entire team, from the moment that you walk into the office till the time you leave, you will be treated with kindness and compassion.
It's easy to overcommit during the holidays, so be mindful and learn to say no. It's okay to be picky about the events you attend, to have some family time, or better yet, some alone time. Don't go away, we have more Your Health coming your way. We show you ways to treat neuropathy and how the community is coming together to combat impaired driving. Knee pain, migraines, or anxiety, the doctors at Anodyne Pain and Wellness Solutions take the time to understand your health journey to create a roadmap to overall healing.
Hi, I'm Susie from Anodyne of Las Vegas. I'm a co-owner of this integrated practice. We have medical care and chiropractic care. We also have some natural healing therapies, such as red light therapy, a hyperbaric oxygen chamber. We've got some amazing chiropractors. Our medical doctor helps treat joint pain. We don't prescribe pills or encourage surgery. Our athletes love it here too because they get IV hydration. They get to cool the inflammation in their body with red light and hyperbaric. We also help patients with their sexual wellness needs. Anodyne is unique because we're an integrated clinic. We're a one-stop shop. Patients come here and they get to experience different types of treatments, and they don't have to run across town looking for, this type of practitioner, that type of practitioner. We help them here.
It all starts with our first initial exam. We go over thoroughly what their complaint area is and in general health and how the general health has complicated the complaint area. We don't just treat for one place. We treat each person as a whole. Pain from disc injuries, pain from muscle injuries, pain from ligamentous connective tissue injuries. Basically, that's what we do.
There's a group of friends of mine, ladies, that we all go to the gym together. And one of them is quite sick. She recovered from cancer. And she started talking about this red light therapy. It's basically you climb into, it looks like a sunbed. It's comfortable, it's very soothing. I feel it kind of just gives me a little energy. I just find it's very easy, very convenient, and it's 15 minutes of my time.
We want to help patients live the best life they can. And with these natural healing therapies and the different modalities, our providers collaborate on a patient to be able to get to the root cause of their pain and prescribe the best customized treatment for the patients.
I've done a few. I've done the IV rehydration. It was awesome. We live in the desert. I don't drink enough water. You feel rejuvenated afterwards. The red light therapy, 15 minutes. I can come down here on my lunch. I feel helps with some inflammation and got, the beginnings of some arthritis, and it's kind of your one-stop shop down here. I've, talked to them a little bit about everything, and so I'm slowly working my way around.
When their family and friends come and tell us, so-and-so said to come see, Dr. Sadeghi or Dr. Moran, Dr. Lukens, Tammy, our physician assistant, and that is the best feedback we can get. When they want to share the care that we provide, the best feeling in the world.
Pulmonary disease can cause severe breathing issues in patients, but with pulmonary rehab, these patients can be helped immensely. The experts at La Mesa Rehab show us how.
Breathing is essential to life. If you can't breathe, it's stressful. Your body, your brain understands that you're not getting the air that you need, and it goes into stress mode, which is flight or fight.
Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, is a group of diseases which includes emphysema, chronic bronchitis, and chronic asthma. In addition, you may have combinations of each of these diseases, which makes the group total to 9 different categories of diseases.
It can be genetic, that you get from your family, but more commonly it's an acquired disease, most commonly associated with smoking.
The mainstay of treatment of chronic obstructive pulmonary disease is an assessment by a competent physician or pulmonologist with referral to a pulmonary rehabilitation program.
I truly believe in pulmonary rehab, and it has a huge effect on preventing progression of the disease. So it gives my patients the knowledge to have better control of the disease.
I'm a firm believer in pulmonary rehab and its essential role in the treatment of any patient with any kind of lung disease. I was overjoyed to find out that there was a program in La Mesa. Just having a program in East County has been a godsend, literally. I've been so impressed with just how much your staff cares about each individual patient. No one ever hugs me after I give them an inhaler, but I get hugs after I send people to pulmonary rehab, and especially La Mesa Pulmonary Rehab.
Wow. The best part of coming to La Mesa Rehab for pulmonary therapy is that I've got my life back again, and this is part of my life. I wasn't even able to feed him before I got to La Mesa Rehab, and now I'm able to walk him up and down the stairs, and it's just been a wonderful experience for me.
Now I can walk on the other side. My breathing is much better.
They smile, they laugh, they rediscover the joy of living. So less than 3% of patients in the United States with COPD get pulmonary rehab. It's a huge problem, and one that pulmonologists and our professional organizations are trying to address. Many voices create a loud noise, so it's really imperative that people talk about this and talk about it to their friends, to their neighbors, and just start getting people engaged.
People ask me why I'm so passionate about pulmonary rehab. My own father died at the age of 72 from emphysema. I know we could have increased his lifespan by another 10 to 15 years if he had had access to a program like this. Pulmonary rehab is life-saving, and I want to bring this program to as many people as possible.
One way to practice self-improvement this season is to cultivate gratitude. Research shows that integrating a gratitude journal into your daily life can ward off stress, improve sleep, and give you a better mindset. I'm grateful I get to show you what's coming up next on the show. New technology helping drivers feel the impacts of driving impaired so they won't make this costly mistake. And you don't have to suffer from neuropathy. We have details on available treatments.
Your Health is brought to you by La Mesa Rehab, improving the lives of those with all types of lung disease and long COVID symptoms.
Consequences of driving impaired, and the Portsmouth Prevention Coalition is hoping to bring the reality of this to the community with its simulated experience.
I'm Joan Warren, the director of the Portsmouth Prevention Coalition. Today we are here with the Portsmouth Police Department training on the use of the Sydney golf cart. Sydney stands for Simulated Impaired Driving Experience. Together with the Portsmouth Prevention Coalition and the Newport County Prevention Coalition, we were able to fund the Sydney golf cart. Drunk driving affects our community in so many negative ways. Portsmouth in particular has seen quite a bit of DUIs. So the whole community is at risk. So we take this very seriously. Portsmouth police are wonderful when it comes to monitoring our streets.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Richard Ruist. I'm with the Portsmouth Police Department, and we're out here today to train on the Sydney. We have our team out here of 5 other officers and myself, Joan from the Prevention Coalition, and we're training on how the machine works and how it can simulate impaired driving, especially for our youth, and that's going to be our target audience. Definitely gives them a hands-on experience, and there's an educational component to it. It's not just that you're driving a go-kart. It's going to be part of an educational program where you're talking about drunk and impaired driving and better choices. That's really what it is about better choices before they get behind the wheel and before something happens. Hopefully this experience will give them the deterrent not to do it. When you switch it into impaired driving, it gives you a delayed response, which you're going to have naturally. You're going to have delayed braking. So it simulates that type of action if you were impaired driving a motor vehicle.
In the winter months, we'll probably have it indoors at some events.
Obviously, it's better outside because you definitely have more space, but inside, as long as we have safe parameters.
You know, we want to take it out before proms and graduation and make sure that it's utilized in the best possible manner. We have worked very closely with the Portsmouth Police Department. They have been very supportive.
It's just the overall support and knowing that if we need something, and as long as we ask, they'll try to accommodate, and I think they feel the same way.
I'm going to actually maybe drive it if you want to get a little bit of that. I won't swear. Not easy. So I think this is a great tool. It's going to really help the young people realize the dangers of impaired driving and drunk driving. We want to make sure that young people in our community make good decisions and stay away from drugs, alcohol, and tobacco, and make this a lifelong decision. I thought I was doing so well.
Another way to practice self-care during the holidays is to be kind to yourself. Instead of being self-critical of what you can't do, show yourself empathy and understanding. This kind self-talk can have a huge impact on your outlook and your mental state. Don't go away, we have more Your Health coming up. Ways to treat the symptoms of neuropathy.
Watch Creative Living only on Your View. Check your local listings for air times.
It's estimated that 20 million Americans suffer from neuropathy, and the doctors at True Health can help your symptoms with their innovative treatments.
So neuropathy is actually more common than we think, and it is nerve damage. So there is over 100 reasons to why neuropathy happens. There is diabetic neuropathy, there is chemical and medication-induced neuropathy. There is also idiopathic, which means we don't know why it happens. But regardless of the reason, we need to know why it's happening and how to treat it. Over time, as these nerves are damaged, they cause patients symptoms like tingling, burning, cramping, Patients are not able to sleep. So with time, this can take a big toll on patients' quality of life. It's very important to treat neuropathy without medication because the medications are simply designed to mask the problems. So as we continue to mask these symptoms, they're just going to get worse. And a lot of these medications, they actually numb your brain, which means they numb the pain. They don't do anything about the root cause of the problem. Our most successful patients are ones that are highly motivated. They don't want the pill for an ill formula. We are the type of clinic that will work with people who are highly motivated to get better. In doing so, using these FDA-approved, groundbreaking treatment modalities, we're able to remarkably see patients do better. Our patients actually do really, really well, where we're able to see these symptoms go away because your body can heal. Your body can heal and wants to heal without medication.
Once the regimen was established, I felt comfortable with it, and I have shown nothing but marked improvement. When I first came in, it looked like this. Now that I'm completing my treatment, this is what I look like. Prior, I was experiencing neuropathy and cramps during the night. I couldn't sleep all night. Presently, I can sleep the whole night. I'm walking without a cane, and my quality of life has vastly improved.
So when our patients come in for nerve damage screening, we do a touch-based exam because these patients have been poked and pried so many times, so this is completely pain-free. This is one of our very severe cases, and you can see that because of the many areas that they have complete black. Black is total loss of function. You can see that just few short treatments later, they went from this to this, and this is how we know that they are actually progressing and then they're improving and their symptoms are going away. At True Health, we pride ourselves in treating all patients like family. So we bend over backwards for our patients. When they come in here for treatments, they want to be here, they love coming here. We have a location here in Chandler, Arizona. We're also located in Scottsdale. And we are ready for you to come in, again, for that free exam and consultations where we can go over your symptoms, see if you make a good candidate for the treatments that we have. We are ready for you. Let's get your quality of life back. You have nothing to lose but your neuropathy.
Thanks so much for joining us on Your Health. Have a very happy and healthy holidays. I'm Erica Cardenas. See you next time.